Are you looking for ways to get a better night's sleep? Well, you're not alone. 50 to 70 million people in the United States are affected by a sleep disorder, and every year, 30 to 40% of adults in the U.S. report symptoms of insomnia at some point annually. For most of us, sleep is something we crave but struggle to achieve on a regular basis. But that doesn't mean there isn't anything we can do about it. Research shows that what you eat has an impact on your ability to nod off. Eating foods rich in tryptophan and melatonin can help promote restful sleep and reduce the negative effects of stress on your body. In this video, you will learn about the benefits of these two key sleep-inducing nutrients that you should include in your diet to supercharge your sleeping abilities. Tryptophan is an essential amino acid that can be found in a variety of foods. It is used by the body as a precursor for neurotransmitters that affect your mood, appetite, and sleep. Melatonin is a hormone produced by the pineal gland that is involved in the regulation of your sleep-wake cycle. It is also known as the sleep hormone because high melatonin levels are associated with a reduction in your desire to be active. When melatonin is lacking in your body, you will have a hard time falling asleep. This is why many people experience insomnia due to a disruption in their circadian rhythm, jet lag, or shift work. The best thing about this hormone is that it is naturally produced in our own bodies. The best remedy for insomnia is to let your body naturally produce melatonin. Foods rich in tryptophan and melatonin are helpful if you have trouble sleeping. Try to include these two essential nutrients in your diet as much as possible. Tryptophan is one of the most important nutrients you need to include in your diet. It is the precursor to all of the other essential amino acids that make up your body's protein. Tryptophan can help promote restful sleep and reduce the negative effects of stress on your body. Melatonin levels are linked with a number of health conditions including depression, insomnia, and obesity. There are also studies that show that melatonin helps improve memory and improves focus while reducing stress and depression. Thus, it is important to include melatonin in your diet when you have trouble sleeping or have problems falling asleep during the day. Some people even say they feel better if they eat melatonin-rich foods like chocolate or oregano oil. A study was conducted by researchers at Harvard Medical School to determine whether melatonin could be used as a treatment for depression due to its anti-inflammatory properties, and whether it could be used for treating certain diseases such as Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. The initial findings were very promising, but we would still need more studies to make use of all the possibilities that melatonin can bring into prevention of certain diseases. Tryptophan is an amino acid found in many protein-rich foods, including fish, eggs, meat, and dairy. Research shows that increased levels of tryptophan in the blood are associated with an increase in melatonin. Therefore, what happens is this: tryptophan is broken down into serotonin, and serotonin is converted into melatonin. While serotonin is a neurotransmitter that increases your mood, melatonin is the actual sleep hormone. Eating foods rich in tryptophan has been shown to improve sleep in many people. This is because tryptophan is a precursor to serotonin, the neurotransmitter that promotes sleep during the night. Tryptophan is also a precursor to melatonin, so if you eat a lot of tryptophan, you are likely to experience better sleep. Tryptophan has also been shown to be beneficial for treating depression due to its anti-inflammatory properties and treating certain diseases such as Alzheimer's or Huntington's disease. As we have mentioned above, melatonin is the sleep hormone. It is released when it gets dark and it makes you feel drowsy. Therefore, if you are not getting enough melatonin, you may have a hard time falling asleep. This is especially true for people who are facing health problems that affect their circadian rhythm, such as shift work or jet lag. Melatonin has also been proven to be an effective antioxidant that can help neutralize the damage caused by free radicals. Therefore, it is not surprising that many people with sleep problems are also dealing with issues related to oxidative stress. Well, what should we eat for a melatonin-rich diet? The key aspect of eating a rich diet with lots of nutrients and antioxidants like melatonin can help you feel better during the night without experiencing excessive fatigue or being sick all day long. First and foremost, you should eat foods rich in tryptophan like fish oil and dairy products because it helps regulate your body's production of serotonin, which helps increase tryptophan and melatonin levels. Now, by adding these foods to your diet, you will notice a significant improvement in the quality of your sleep. Fish is a great source of tryptophan and melatonin. Fatty fish such as salmon, herring, mackerel, and sardines are particularly rich in these two nutrients. Products like yogurt, milk, and other dairy products with low fat content are also packed with tryptophan. Other than being a great source of protein, eggs have tryptophan as well. There are many varieties of nuts, but the ones that are high in tryptophan are walnuts and peanuts. Spinach is known to be very rich in tryptophan and melatonin. Also, apples are rich in tryptophan and melatonin, as well as other antioxidants that work to neutralize the damage caused by free radicals. So, if you want to sleep better, you can eat a lot of apples. Blueberries are a great fruit to eat before bed as they contain high levels of melatonin. They are also high in magnesium, which is also important for a good night's sleep. Bananas are a great source of tryptophan, which is the precursor to melatonin. They also contain minerals such as potassium and magnesium, which are important for a good night's sleep. Carrots are a great source of beta-carotene, which our bodies convert into melatonin. They are also high in potassium, which is important for a good night's sleep. Although these foods help you fall asleep faster, they also aid your heart with their calming properties. Tip: go dark before bed. Bright lights are known to inhibit melatonin production, so make sure you keep your room dark and your windows covered with a thick curtain. For many people, a simple change in their daily routine can make a big difference. This includes the way you approach your bedtime routine. For example, make sure there are no electronics in the room where you're sleeping. This includes your phone and laptop. Even though you may only be a few feet away from these devices, the blue light they emit can mess with your sleeping patterns. Another thing you can do is to make sure your room is dark. This is best done before you go to sleep. Close the shades, make sure there are no lights coming from outside, especially street lights, and try not to use any electronics in the last hour before you nod off. Studies have also suggested that cooler temperatures can help boost production of melatonin, so make sure that your room temperature is not too warm for sleeping. You can also try to relax by going back over old movies from years ago or listening to music from before you were born. Did you know that exercising can help boost your melatonin levels by as much as 44%? Choose low-impact, relaxing exercises like yoga, tai chi, or guided imagery. You should also avoid caffeine as much as possible. If you drink caffeinated beverages, then you should stop consuming them at least 6 hours before bedtime to avoid disrupting your sleep cycle. One more tip: meditate. In a study published in the Journal of Affective Disorders, researchers found that people who meditate have increased levels of melatonin compared to those who do not practice meditation. The study suggests that meditation may be a good way to help people with insomnia. Stress can inhibit melatonin production, so relax for a few minutes before you go to bed. Try listening to soothing music or taking a few slow, deep breaths. In this video, you learned what tryptophan and melatonin are. You also discovered that both of these nutrients are essential for a good night's sleep. Eating foods rich in tryptophan and melatonin can help promote restful sleep and reduce the negative effects of stress on your body. With these tips, you can improve your sleep. What are your best sleep practices? Please comment down below.